Hello, my name is Dr. Merogi. I am here today to give you some stretches, some tips about sitting too long. Everybody knows sitting is the new smoking, as we've termed it lately. So basically I'm going to give you guys some stretches, some tips about what you guys can do to get moving more throughout your day. Basically, some of the tips that I'd like to talk about is, for example, first thing in the morning, try parking away from the entrance to the building, away from your work. So try to walk from the car to the entrance of the building. Once you're at your desk, try to get up and move around every 5 minutes, every hour or so. Using small cups of water so you can finish the water and then get up to the water station, grab some more water and bring it back again. If you want to speak to your colleague instead of emailing or calling or texting, try to get up, walk around, boom, talk to your colleague and way back down again. Try to make a habit of getting up every hour for 5 minutes. That's one. Every 60 minutes, stand up for 5 minutes and do something, and we will discuss what you can do. So a lot of people tell me they forget. So what I'd like to tell them is put a little post-it note on your computer, on your laptop, or a little reminder. Now a lot of us have all these nice gadgets that tell us to get up and walk around. Steps, 10,000. Make sure you hit that goal. But throughout the day, so you don't want to sit for 6 or 7 hours a day and then you try to run for 10,000 steps. That's also better than not doing anything. So I'd rather you guys do it throughout the day. The research has shown to be more effective. Awesome. So now the stretches that we want to talk about. Every hour, basically, I will give you about 3 to 4 stretches, simple, and try to do them as often as you can. Now, every hour is probably for a lot of you guys, wow, that's a lot of time. I can't remember all that stuff, but they're really easy. First one is find a nice wall with a lot of space, and all I want you guys to do is face the wall this way. Take the right arm, place it against the wall, shoulder against the wall, and take this arm and then just rotate this way. What you're trying to do here is get some rotation in your chest here and your upper back, and then back again, and do about 5 of these. Okay, and then same thing on this side. Go from here to there. Now, as you can probably see, I have an issue rotating to the right side more than the left side, and some of us will have those depending on our lifestyle, depending on our previous injuries, or basically our makeup as well. It's fine. The goal is just to get movement. The goal is not, I have to hit that target. Eventually you'll get there with consistency, but just get out there. Just get up and move. The goal is movement. It's not, I have to do these. Great, you can do that, but just get moving. Okay, that's number one. The other one is, again, while you're standing, rotate your shoulders, your shoulder blades forward, and just 4 to 5 times, and then backwards again, and then just rotate your neck sideways. So basically what I want you to do is go down and up, down and up, and then you can hold that for about a second or two, down and up and down and up, and then you can do the shoulder rotations once again. The goal of these exercises is just to bring blood flow back, to activate the muscles, because when you're sitting at that desk, a lot of those muscles are consistently being contracted and not relaxed. So once you start getting some movement in there, there's nice blood flow to the area. Sounds good? And all you need is about a couple of minutes on each side. And then now we will do a couple of stretches while you're seated. And now what we'll talk about is a couple of stretches while you're sitting. So now if you say, every time if you stand up and do things, you might get distracted from your work, from your workstation basically. You can do a couple of stretches while you're sitting. You can actually do work, read, and stretch at the same time. So the other stretches, basically grab both hands, place behind your neck. Don't force your neck forward. Try to place back and force your elbows back. Try to feel a stretch around here, your back region. Basically what you're trying to do is this. And again, you can read, you're reading, right? And just get some stretch in there for your pecs. And the other one, what I'd like to do is grab both hands and just basically this way and then just pull back. Again, try not to feel pain throughout all these stretches, but feel a nice pull. Again, you'll feel a pull in the shoulder region on both sides. Again, you can be talking reading, doing whatever. You can even be doing this while you're discussing stuff with your colleagues if they're right next to you. Do this, and then go back again, back and forth, and you can hold it for about a second, and then second to 2 seconds, and then 1 to 2 seconds this way. Alright, that is it. Now, a lot of you guys don't just go to workplaces and sit at cubicles or offices anymore. Some of you guys actually are out there, mobile workers, right? So you go to a coffee shop or you're at home working, and you tend to forget your posture because you know what? You're away from the workplace, so somehow the posture doesn't become of an issue as much as it is at workplace. I guess because you have the free time to work at any time throughout the day. Basically, even at coffee shops, for example, Starbucks or Tim's or any of the other places, you can see a lot of people are either working where the desks are a lot higher, where the chairs are a lot lower, or the chairs are really higher, the seats, and the desks are really lower. That's another concept where you gotta make sure where you're sitting, wherever you are, work, coffee shop, restaurant, friend's house, your house, anywhere, park, planes, cars. Unfortunately, we're all doing work everywhere. That make sure you are comfortable where you're sitting, so your hands are nice and relaxed, and there is actually, where we don't have it here, but good handles where your elbows are rested, so it takes the pressure off the traps, shoulder region, and you can do your work properly and make sure your back is nicely supported. Again, there's a lot of stools where you're leaning forward because there's not a back support. So make sure you are comfortable. And again, I always talk about the little tip. I like to put a little post-it notes if I'm working for too long at a computer. Just one word, posture. That will get you to sit up right away. Like, oh, I gotta watch my posture. It's the it word.